If you want to change your financial future, you first need to change the way you think about money, because wealth doesn't start in your bank account, it starts in your mindset. And the truth is, most people operate from a fixed mindset about money. They believe their income defines their limit, their past defines their future, and that opportunities belong to those who were simply lucky enough to start early. But the wealthy, they think differently. They operate from a growth mindset, the belief that skills, strategies, and results can be developed through effort, learning, and consistency. And when you apply that mindset to money, everything changes. Fixed versus growth mindset in finance. A fixed mindset says, I'm just not good with money. A growth mindset says, I can learn how money works. A fixed mindset says, investing is too risky for me. A growth mindset says, I can manage risk by learning and adapting. This difference seems small, but it determines everything about your financial trajectory. Because when you believe you can learn, failure becomes feedback, not defeat. And that's the foundation of every investor, entrepreneur, or financially free individual you'll ever study: the illusion of limitations. Most people underestimate what they can achieve financially because they overestimate the difficulty of getting started. They think investing is for the wealthy, that starting small doesn't matter, or that building wealth takes extraordinary talent. But the truth, wealth is built by those who start where they are, learn as they go, and adapt faster than they fail. The market doesn't reward perfection, it rewards persistence. If you can stay consistent, learn from losses, and compound effort over time, you will outperform 90% of people who quit too soon. That's growth mindset applied to finance, seeing money not as a measure of worth, but as a tool for growth. How the growth mindset builds wealth. When you apply a growth mindset to money, 3 transformations happen. You stop fearing mistakes. Every financial setback becomes a lesson. You stop beating yourself up for bad trades or poor spending habits, and instead ask, what can I learn from this? You build long-term patience. You stop chasing quick wins. You understand that progress compounds over time, and small improvements lead to massive results. You start taking calculated risks. You no longer see risk as danger. You see it as the cost of opportunity, something to be managed, not avoided. This is how ordinary earners become extraordinary investors. We're programming your financial beliefs. Let's be honest, most of our financial mindset was formed in childhood. We grew up hearing things like money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are greedy, or you have to work hard, not smart. And without realizing it, those beliefs become invisible walls around your potential. But mindset isn't permanent. You can unlearn scarcity and install growth. Start by questioning limiting beliefs. Who told you money was hard to understand? Who said investing was too risky? Who told you wealth isn't for people like you? Challenge those assumptions. Because every belief you don't question becomes a financial ceiling you never break. Growth thinking in action now. Let's get practical. How does a growth mindset actually change your financial results? It shows up in small daily choices. The person with a fixed mindset checks their balance and feels defeated. The person with a growth mindset checks their balance and feels curious. What's the next small step I can take? The fixed thinker complains about inflation. The growth thinker studies it, adjusts, and looks for inflation-resistant investments. The fixed thinker avoids risk. The growth thinker manages it intelligently through diversification and knowledge. It's not about being fearless, it's about being informed. Failure, the most profitable teacher. Here's something the financially free understand deeply. Losses are tuition. Every mistake you make, from overspending to buying a poor investment, is a class in your personal finance education. The key is to extract the lesson faster than most people quit. Because failure only becomes expensive when you refuse to learn from it. When you treat every financial setback as data instead of disaster, your decisions improve exponentially. The best investors aren't the ones who never lose money, they're the ones who learn faster than they lose. Compound growth isn't just mathematical. When we talk about compounding, most people think about interest, but there's another kind of compounding, the compounding of wisdom. Every month you stay consistent, every book you read, every budget you track, every lesson you internalize, these stack like interest on your mindset. and over years. That mental compounding outperforms any short-term investment. Because your income grows to the level of your understanding, the stronger your financial mindset, the larger your financial results. Turning curiosity into currency. The most financially successful people are endlessly curious. They ask questions others don't. Instead of saying I can't afford it, they ask how can I afford it? Instead of thinking I can't invest right now, they ask what small amount can I start with? That's curiosity, the engine of the growth mindset. Start with your financial systems, track expenses weekly, automate savings, reinvest returns. Learn one new financial concept per month. Each habit compounds into awareness, and awareness compounds into control. Remember, wealth doesn't arrive suddenly. It accumulates quietly through disciplined improvement.